The entire NBA has forgotten about one point guard, and that's John Wall. He's already recovered from his injuries and is itching to get back on the hardcourt to recover his status as one of the league's brightest superstars. Everybody has seemingly forgot who he is as a talent and what he means to the league. Well, let this video be a reminder.
It's no good. Washington going to try and get one off. Wall with a count. Picked up the far end. Interesting too, as Chris mentioned, to see the three-point shots that go up as John Wall drives.
If you want to watch an NBA game in 2018, that's look at that.
When healthy, John Wall is a top 5 point guard in the NBA. The 2010 #1 draft pick has been sidelined with multiple injuries since beginning of 2019 and has not played a game since he underwent surgery that ruled him out for the 2018-19 season. After initially undergoing season-ending surgery on his left heel in January 2019, Wall developed an infection in the incision from that surgery, then suffered a ruptured left Achilles tendon when he slipped and fell in his home. He was subsequently ruled out for 12 months. But from the way fans, players, and the media have been acting, you would think that Wall had already retired. That could not be any further from the truth. Truth be told, Wall is one of, if not the most important piece of the Washington Wizards puzzle. A 5-time All-Star, All-NBA, and All-Defensive talent, Wall is one of the greatest players in Wizards history, having played for the franchise since they drafted him in 2010. After missing all of last season, the Wizards went 25-47 and missed the postseason for the second straight season. His return this season will reunite Wall with All-Star backcourt mate Bradley Beal, and their tandem will, by and large, determine how far the Wizards will go this season. Wall recently went on ESPN's Monday Tailgate show and talked about the NFL, his favorite team, the Dallas Cowboys, and how the Wizards fared this past season. And quote, "I think for our team, it was great to see the young guys go out there and get the opportunity to play, make mistakes, and learn from them. Watching the bubble at first was weird with no fans, but those guys went out there and competed. At the end of the day, all you can do is play basketball at a high level and go out there and compete when you're playing. And that's what they did. I think we've seen a lot of great basketball. It was almost like guys were playing pickup, they had a lot of freedom, and you saw a lot of high scoring games and stuff." Wall also revealed that he is completely healthy again. "I'm great. I'm 110% healthy. Just working on my body, my diet, just waiting to see when they'll let us play again because I'm itching." Wall's update will be music to the ears of Wizards fans as they hope the return of Wall and Bradley Beal can assure a season with better results for their franchise. In the last 32 games that he played right before he suffered the heel injury, Wall was posting top-tier scoring and assist numbers, averaging 20.7 points, 8.7 assists, and 1.5 steals per game. Per Basketball Reference, Wall was just one of 3 players to post over 20 points and over 8 assists during the 2018-19 season. The other 2 were LeBron James and Russell Westbrook. If Wall can return at even 75% of what he had left, the Wizards will once again contend in the Eastern Conference playoff picture. If you want to take it back to Wall's last health season, that would be the 2016-17 season. During that season, Wall averaged a robust 10.7 assists per game and totaled 831 assists. And according to Basketball Reference, only 6 players have accomplished that since Wall was drafted in 2010. And when you throw in that he scored over 1,800 points in the same year, that number shrinks to 3. The trio of Russell Westbrook, James Harden, and Wall all recorded 1,800 plus points and 800 plus assists in the 2016-17 season. Since when? Well, nobody has accomplished such a feat. So is John Wall going to be better than he has ever been? To evaluate, we have to take a look at Wall's best season, which was 2017, where he averaged 23.1 points, 10.7 assists, and 2 steals per game, was an All-Star, and was a 3rd-team All-NBA member. Then, in the 2017 playoffs, he gave the fans a thriller when he almost reached superstar level when he led Washington to a win over the 5th-seeded Atlanta Hawks with a 42-point, 8-assist masterpiece in Game 6 of the first round. He then went on to face top-seeded Boston and continued to impress everyone with 42 points and 13 assists in a Game 2 win. In Game 6, the Wizards were down just 2 points with 7.7 seconds to go when Wall hit a 3-pointer to give Washington the win. This forced a Game 7. And although the Celtics emerged victorious in the game, the hope for this Wizards team was still there to succeed in the future. In the 2017 season, the Wizards won 49 games, made the playoffs, and almost beat the top seed to get to the Eastern Conference Finals. At the forefront of that playoff assault was Wall, who had a historic run, averaging 27 points and 10 assists, becoming one of only 5 players to norm such numbers, joining the likes of Oscar Robertson, John Stockton, Russell Westbrook, and Allen Iverson. But what makes Wall's return to the NBA all the more exciting is the play of Bradley Beal. Back in 2017, Beal was still coming into his own player and had yet to make an All-Star team. Those days, however, are long gone with Beal now in his prime. Last season was clear proof of that, as Beal averaged 30 points, 4 rebounds, and 6 assists per game, all while being the clear number 1 option on the team who had to go up against defensive schemes and opponents' double teams. Safe to say, Beal has truly arrived and has become one of the smoothest scorers in the league, and it's interesting to see how Wall's return will impact him. Still, all of Washington's hope hinge on how Wall will look like. Will he be less than 100%? Or maybe he'll return to exceed his personal best in a monster revenge campaign. In recent years, players have returned from Achilles tears and ruptures in relatively average condition. This injury just isn't what it used to be. A recent study by SB Nation suggests that an Achilles injury is most harmful to players over the age of 30. Wall is 30. John Wall is a rare breed of athlete. He's still a former number 1 overall pick and should still be considered a current top 5 point guard in the NBA. Somehow, that's gotten lost in his transition from injury to rehab. Now that does it. Subscribe if you're new. Appreciate the view. Make sure you give it a thumbs up. And as always, thank you for watching.
John with 1 second. He'll launch it and knock it down. He's got Oubre, but it's 2-on-2. Wall with some great work. Goes up.